Hey, Kings and Dragons, Dragon King 551, and we're back with Michigan breakdown videos for the Michigan Wolverines. Uh, the Michigan Wolverines claim the number one spot in the conference, number one in my heart, number one in the conference. They take over as Michigan State lost to Indiana, and then Michigan beat Purdue, so they take over as the number one team. Um, if they continue to move in the right direction and win their next 6 or 7 games, they'll probably be the number one seeded team for the conference playoffs and everything. But they have to get by Michigan State. Their toughest teams left on the schedule is Michigan State. Excuse me. uh, with playing on February 21st. And then the Michigan Wolverines have to play their last game in March against them in away. So I personally believe that they'll get the first one at home with the W, and then they'll have a tough one on the road, and we'll see if they can get both wins. If not, maybe they'll split and everything. Michigan got revenge on Purdue in a very close game. Now, I will say this: last year we went 8-24. Um, 5 games decided by 1, 3, or 5 points or less, deciding Michigan winning or losing a game and stuff. Last year we went 8-24, 3-17 in the conference. Didn't even get a double-digit win and stuff. And now we're 19-5 and 11-2 in the conference. So I think that's a much big improvement with Dusty May. I don't personally believe he'll leave to Indiana. I think why would you leave when Michigan's program is slightly better than Indiana right now, and ultimately they have a better hierarchy of usually making good runs in March Madness, where Indiana, I just don't see them doing that in the last couple of years. And honestly, why would you go there when you have kind of the better resources with Michigan? They're a bigger brand of basketball and football. So I personally would stay there. That's just my opinion. Secondly, I do think that while it is frustrating to have this 19-5 and 11-2 conference record and 19-5 regular season record, I do think it is frustrating. Keeping the turnovers down is definitely crucial and everything, but I do think that at times, yeah, it may be frustrating to win close games and be in that like you're dead, you're alive scenario where you're laying on your deadbed in the hospital and you flatline and then you come back to life at points, and then you're like back down and you're up and you're down and you're up and you're down. Um, Ultimately, it's frustrating, but I love using the saying, a win's a win. It doesn't matter as long as you have one more point than the opposing team. Now, ultimately, I do think that there are some wins where you'll talk about them and say they are humbling wins. I like to call it a humbling win. I like to use that trademark as my trademark that I've established for my team, because Michigan had a humbling win against Maryland before they played Ohio State last year. And ultimately, they're getting some humbling wins here where don't take it for granted and stuff. It's a tough fought battle and everything. I've had close losses, losing by 7 or less points and stuff. In league games I've played, in rec league games, we've won by 1 point, 3 points and stuff. Why? Because the ball wouldn't fall through the hoop, and then certain times, they were a good team, we were a good team, and you're gonna fight and everything. And pretty much it's kind of like when you see the Warriors their first time in 2015, you can't do it on your own. You're going to have to play team basketball, and that's the way Michigan is playing team basketball. With that being said, let's go into the stat line for the Michigan Wolverines, and let's talk about everything. So, with their side, there was another thing that was crucial in the game, and that was fouling out their bigs, their forwards, late and everything, which were lower. Oh wait, no, not lower. Caleb first and Ren and stuff. Ren had 22, Smith had 24, and Lawyer had 15. So those were like their lead scorers. For Michigan, though, you had a couple of good putbacks by Jones and stuff late in the game, and definitely helped. Yeah, Danny Wolf with 15, 9 rebounds though, so yeah, that's pretty good. Golden with 12 and 5 rebounds, and then you got Trey Donaldson who was also cooking. But then you got Roddy Gale Jr. who came off the bench. You got some guys that coming off the bench like Will Cheddar the other night, and everything, and everyone was helping. You see those 6 points, 9 points by Burnett Jones with the 6 points, 3 rebounds, and two assists. Gale with the 14 points off the bench as well, really crucial. And then we look at the stat line here, and the stats don't tell the full story because ultimately Michigan shot 47%, where they shot, um, I'm sorry, 45%. I said 47, 45%, and they shot 44%. And then from the 3 point line, it's not noticeable that much. They shot by 5% better. And then you know, they shot roughly about 5-6% better than us on there. Total rebounds 38 versus 34, 14 offensively, 12, 24 defensively, 22 defensively. So that's that. 7 assists each, 1 block, 5 blocks, 7 steals, 5 steals, and each team had 11 turnovers. But I think the biggest crucial thing is 23 fouls. That definitely makes a big factor for Michigan because if you keep your fouls down like 13 and your opposing team is fouling you 10 more times, that means you have more opportunities at the line to shoot your shots and stuff. And we couldn't make all our shots, so we got to do better at the line. Hopefully, we can get that better because we've had a lot of really good shooters. Now, none of our guys are really lighting it up on the line. We don't have a guy like Eli Brooks a couple years back where he shoots 90% from the line, or Liver shoots 90% from the line, or Wagner shoots 90%. No one's shooting 90% from the line. Each guy is about like roughly around like 50 to 60, and I think there's only at least one guy, I think Trey Donaldson maybe it, or Wolf, who has 75%. But none of our guys are really that great from the line. So hopefully they establish themselves better for March Madness when the big dance comes calling, because I know Michigan is going to make it. They just got to get at least 1 or 2 more wins. They'll have 20 wins on their record, and that's pretty damn impressive from the previous season and everything. With that being said, let's go into the highlights. So Michigan at 18-5 and Purdue at 19-5 right now. Donaldson going inside. He's going coast to coast. I like the way he plays there. 12-6. Way to go, Donaldson. Everyone was quiet in Chrysler Center. Now it's 13, and can't get that one. But Wolf says, "Let me clean that up. Thank you very much." And I'll get a beautiful rebound there. 14-15. So I like the way that he was playing, Wolf there. 20-22. And this Smith guy is just great with the ball there, able to float it, and 24-20 and everything else. Now 37-26. This is where I thought we were just in bad shape, and everything else. But it is what it is, and we got it down to a 7 point lead. And don't forget this kid here, this freshman. It was pretty good too. Wolf off balance three. It's good. How about that? That was a beautiful shot. An off balance three like that kicks it over to Wolf in the corner there. We're in the second half, down 10, and Wolf brings it back down to 8. 47-53, down 6, and I forget who number 2 is. Oh, couldn't get that one, but Gale says, "Let me get a rebound here," and kick it over to Burnett, and Burnett fires a 3 and says, "Let me get it to a 3 point game." And it's a 3 point game again, 54-57. You got to play tough. Wolf's got the ball. He kicks it over to Burnett. Burnett on the other corner says, "Let me shoot a 3 again. Thank you very much." Tie it up, 59-63. Wolf goes inside. He goes up, and I think he gets an and one there. Thank you very much, making it 61-62. Now it's 64-65. Here we go. Smith kicks it out. Oh, pickpocketed by Jones. Jones going down the court. He goes coast to coast. Euro's inside, and he puts up a nice 2 and says, "Let me take the lead for us, boys." Yeah, 66-67. Watch Jones. Jones like knows how to cut, goes inside Wolf, and just Euros and gets us the lead again, 68-66. Kicks it off. Oh man, rejected by Golden there, and I think he got hit in the face, and that was a flagrant foul or something. I don't know what it was, but he got hit in the face hard. And they gave it to Michigan. 71-67. Wolf's got the ball. Wolf goes inside. He loses it. Jones there with the putback dunk, though. What a play there. 73-67, up six. What a play there by Jones. Way to follow the ball, see where it comes, and jump up. And then this guy hits a crazy three at the end here, which is insane. Um, 73. And then they go down the field. I'm sorry, down the court. And can Michigan survive? He goes off with an off balance three. No! And Michigan survives 75-73, the final score. The Michigan Wolverines continue to win and play well. I got nothing more to say. So until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. See you in the next one. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts on the Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors, go blue.